Ladies, gentlemen, welcome to the Pals Podcast. This is episode 29.
29.
We are locked in here. I'm Luke.
And I am Drew.
So we've got no Blano with us. He's actually here in Florida. I say here in Florida because that's where I'm also located for people who follow along. But it's all right because we're going to keep it moving. And Blano, if you actually watch these back, you'll hear this. Tell us if you actually watched it. Tell us if you actually hear this. I'm just gonna say that. That's it. You know.
That is true. That's a good
What's
one. Yeah.
going on,
yep.
Blaine?
Yep. Hello, Blaine.
Comment for us. All right.
I hope you're getting a tan, dude. I'm jealous.
But Drew, it's Friday night, man.
Yeah, dude.
We are 9 days away from 420.
And Easter. That's what he means. That's what he's talking about, everyone.
Honestly, I forgot that it was the same day, but
yeah.
Yeah, man. How was the week? You know, you're working tomorrow. You said, are you off Sunday?
Dude, I'm working all the way up till Tuesday. I was off yesterday, and it was me and my wife's 10-year anniversary of just getting together.
Beautiful. Not
marriage. I know last episode Blaine thought you guys were together 10 plus years, and
makes no sense.
That was fucking hilarious.
Makes no sense, bro.
Dude, it was great. So now I've officially 10 years. So
sorry, I have to say this real quick. Blaine, the other day I had to call him out because Blano, and like I said, if you hear this, Blano, you know what I'm talking about. But we were talking on the game we were playing, and he was like, "Oh, have you guys found out what you guys are having, a boy or girl yet?" I literally was like, "Blano, you don't remember a whole conversation we had about this like fucking 2 months ago?" So
he forgets a lot.
I just am like, this dude. I think he might have Alzheimer's. I hope not, but
oh no, early onset.
I hope not. Truly, all jokes aside.
No, I don't think he does. I think he's just got some stuff going. You know, hey, it happens.
It's all good, Blano. We're here for you.
Blaine will leave a like and comment.
Yes, if you heard that. But congrats, Drew. 10 years.
Yes,
man.
No, thank you. Yeah, man, it's went by really fast. I remember when we first moved out together. It was we had nothing. All we had was my. You remember that TV I had? It has like the glass screen. That.
But you know that's
obviously a bed.
That's where stories are made.
Yeah, man.
I feel you. That's how Eric and I were out there in old Beach Grove.
Yeah, man.
You know, almost a decade later, you know, here we are. So
hell, and I got my table from your dad, right? Or was your table technically?
Oh yeah, do you still have that one?
I think.
Holy moly, yeah.
It's not. I don't have it.
That was from the apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, it's been used.
Hey, but you know what? A table's a table at the end of the day.
It's
still
a good
expensive
wooden table. Yeah. The chairs are fucked.
If you go real wood, man, that shit's expensive.
Yeah.
But that's awesome, man.
Yeah. How was your Friday? Or how was your week? I'm sorry.
It was good, man.
It's Friday.
Just sorry, I didn't know if Eric was behind me. But no, just been doing did a few interviews this week, man. You know, just got back into Florida. This is our second week back, so hoping to get something going, you know, in the next week. But yeah, man, just been counting my macros like crazy, just kind of locking in on that front because I haven't been smoking as much weed, so my mind's kind of just needs something to focus on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you're back in Florida, man.
Yeah, so I've just been running like crazy. I've already done like 6.5 miles here. In about 2 weeks, I've ran about 6.5 miles, so just been on the fitness journey again. You know how it is, Drew. 30 years old.
Yes, I do.
Trying to stay fit.
You know, every day struggle for me. I hear you.
You still using your weights?
Oh yeah. No, I pump. You know, a little bit out here and there.
Here and there. I respect it.
I'm not pumping anything else out. You know what I mean?
I get you.
Anyways.
I get you.
Anyways. Well, so I have something, and I figured, I don't know if you've heard about. It's been going around. And I figured you would love this because I know you're a big Game of Thrones.
Dude, okay, I know where you're going. Go ahead.
You already know where I'm going with the dire wolves, right?
Yep, I had this on my list as well.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, this
So
was.
what's your
Go ahead.
opinion? Like what? Because I'm sure you've probably done your research
Yeah,
then
no, and
about it.
obviously I've seen the controversy behind it as well
Yeah.
as you have. I'm sure if you're obviously mentioning it, so I'm sure you've seen the controversy around it as well.
I mean, some.
I
I
mean,
mean, but
it's just
you'll
and you could have an argument against it. Blano would probably be against it,
and this
but
is
it's the playing God, as
I
people are
got
saying.
you.
So I looked at it like this, Drew, and I think it's cool. But it's going to be for the rich people. So,
Well, of
you and I
course.
aren't going to get one of those, obviously. But
Oh
check
no,
this
of course.
out.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
And hear
it
me
is
out.
what it is.
And I talked to Eric about this. I said that's super cool. I think it's super freaking cool that they're doing that. But they went extinct for a reason. You know what I mean? Sorry, one of my cats are like meowing like crazy.
Yeah. Speaking of dire wolves,
No, but they went extinct for a reason. So my question is, are they? Can you
But did they-
domesticate? Can you domesticate them? And
oh, I'm sure.
you know what I'm saying though? What's their diet look like? Because they used to eat bison. They ate the big animals that nobody eats other than like lions and shit nowadays.
Yeah. So these aren't going to be technically dire wolves, though. That's the thing.
What's the
Right.
spinoff?
So to make the pups, scientists they extracted DNA
From a tooth, I know.
from
right?
from a wolf fossil, a dire wolf fossil. I'm
I
sorry,
believe
and
it was
from
a tooth.
a tooth
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a what do we got
Skull,
here?
I believe?
Inner ear bone.
Yeah, because that's the densest bone in the body.
Yes. Yep.
Yep.
And then using that DNA, the researchers pieced together a partial direwolf genome. And they added in basically what the closest things to a wolf,
Like a gray
which was
wolf and things like that.
gray wolf, jackals, and foxes. So it's not gonna be. So I'm sure the diet's
like-
gonna be closer towards a
Right.
regular wolf.
Now, what do you? But still though, since it has those three different sets of DNA. Then I'm assuming.
I guess,
Is
yeah. You want to say that? Maybe four.
Plus,
a little bit of
plus you do have to put into account, Drew. It's gonna have dire wolf DNA in it though.
Yeah.
If they had a genome from there, I'm no scientist. You're no, but just what I read, it's gonna have some dire wolf in it. Whether it's 5%, 20%, I don't know. But it's going to have some sort of dire wolf DNA in it, which is obviously going to make it fucking expensive as hell.
Of course, yes.
Naturally, right? But I mean, like I said, I think it's a really cool thing. I mean, I read a lot of things of people saying like, oh, you should do dinosaurs now, this and the fourth. Think about it, people. I'm sure they've tried to do these type of things too, but you got to put a limit on it at some point because if you make a fucking T-Rex, it could just eat everybody.
Dude, can you imagine a little raptor running around?
I mean, it'd
the
be
streets.
Cool. It would be cool.
That would be cool,
small,
but fuck, there goes your dog.
When they're small, but when they're big, they're a problem. Like it becomes one of those things where you have to put them down.
Yeah, well, yeah.
They're wild animals, man. Like, what do you even classify a dinosaur as? A dinosaur? Like,
I mean,
its own
technically we have dinosaurs now, right?
Well, you've got
technically
Komodo dragons.
Komodo dragons,
alligators.
I mean,
those are alligator
crocodiles.
Yeah, those are all.
I heard chickens are
I
technically dinosaurs.
I mean, I can imagine. Think about how long eggs and shit like that has been around. And I'm not talking about, because there's a lot of different animals that lay eggs, obviously. But I'm talking about eggs that people actually eat. That's probably. You get what I'm saying, like,
dude. I want to know who was the first person to eat an egg, though. That's my thing.
How do you know?
I'm about to.
It's just like anything. It's literally just like anything. How do you know it's safe until somebody has tried it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's why
so
we're
crazy.
blessed to live in the time we do because everybody else is already, they've done, gotten
experiments.
Experiments essentially. They've gotten diseases. They've died from them. They've, eaten plants that now we know we can't eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you never know that shit until, just like, what about the first people who tried mushrooms, Drew? Think about how
the
fucking
magic
crazy
ones?
that was.
Yeah. They probably did it on accident.
That's what I'm saying.
They were probably
There's no
eating
way.
regular
It's just
mushrooms.
like smoking weed for the first time. How would you even know what it does if there's no context to it, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Like, no, you don't know anybody who's ever done it. You don't know what it does to you. You're like, well, I know it's cigarette. I mean, tobacco, that's been around forever, right? So when they found like the marijuana plant, they were probably like,
I wonder where the marijuana
like,
plant like originated. I think it originated in the U.S., right?
I don't know about that.
I believe because it used to grow naturally here in Indiana, at least hemp.
Well, that's what I'm saying, and that's the age-old argument about weed, right? Is it does grow naturally. So you might go to a forest somewhere, I don't know where, but if the conditions are right, you might find a weed plant.
Yeah.
So
interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a really good topic actually in itself. Origins of things, right?
Yeah.
Like that really is an interesting topic. But that's a good one because I literally had that at my. Literally, the bottom thing was reviving dire wolves? ? Is this playing God? Asked Drew.
Yeah. See, okay. Well, if you're gonna ask that question, is it playing God? This is my answer to anything that anyone says about playing God. God gave us this to create, right? That's personally how I see it. I know, but that's
the brains to be able to create it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
and he made them already. Like when you said they were extinct for a reason, but I personally think they were extinct because not partly because of us, because we hunted them. We needed fur, I'm sure. Cavemen, but the earlier.
I can't remember what it was. I think they said that they went extinct because when the Ice Age happened, they didn't have like big things to hunt or something like that, and basically the gray wolves and things like that were able to stay around because they hunted small game, and those things lived to where the dire wolves hunted, like I was saying, big bison and things like that nature, and that's where they ended up. I mean, I guess it's going extinct.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
I got you. I get. Yeah. But that's my answer to that question, as in playing God. It's God already had it on the planet,
thing, right?
Yeah, and then He giving us,
it's one of those
giving
things.
this ability to do
this.
It's
a God-given trait, I guess. If you have that mental capability to do that, I guess, because that's you got to be smart. Obviously, you get. Like,
dude,
you're not gonna take some dumb Joe Schmo off the street, and he's gonna be able to find a genome. Like,
no, he's what, a gnome?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't got one of them in my yard.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
but no, I mean that's a very interesting topic. But I would say that I could answer for Blano, and he would say he would be against that.
Well, we'll ask next podcast.
And like I said, I'm not speaking for him, but I'm just saying I think based off his religion and what he said in the past. Almost 30 episodes. He'd probably be against it.
So you think, but animals or just humans? Because humans, maybe I can understand if you're going to do.
To be honest, and this is if you want to save people, that's one thing, but don't be creating fucking superhumans.
And that's
shit.
where
to me, that's where you got to draw the line.
No, I agree.
I agree. I mean,
there's no need to make us super.
That's what I'm saying. What's the point in it? Now, I did see that China is actually making superhumans.
Oh Lord!
And it's these just like unbelievably just jacked, shredded individuals.
Oh really?
Yeah, dude. Just fucking muscular as hell, and probably have. Do you remember the Matrix? Do you remember how they could download? They could basically like download like jujitsu, and they would know how to do jujitsu. Like they'd be a black belt.
Yeah.
It seems like something like that.
That's fucking.
I know
weird.
that seems weird, but like that's the only way I could really like break it down, right? Like it's almost like they put a program of the best boxing techniques into these people's brains, or whatever it might be, shooting, boxing, fighting, hand-to-hand
Dude, that's
combat.
like some shit. That's some like low-key, I don't want to say like some autism shit, but you know how some people with autism, they're good at one specific thing, or they're
special at like mathematics or history or whatever.
Yeah, it could be anything. Yeah, that's
check
weird.
this out, Drew. So I get what you're saying, but so they're doing that. They're not just doing one thing; they're doing everything. You know what I'm saying? I hear you. Like superhumans, like You
But
know,
that's what I'm saying. What if they found out a way to do that's weird?
no,
I mean,
I
obviously
agree.
you said they are, but
No, I
that's
agree, and I don't see
wow.
I don't see how they couldn't, right? Like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, no,
Mm,
it's an interesting
it's
topic.
scary.
It
It's
is an
scary.
interesting topic for sure.
I'm pretty sure the Nazis technically tried to do that to make the super soldier at least.
Yeah, I mean, I could imagine it. I definitely could
And they
imagine it.
and that's why they were doing all their tests too. I mean, speaking of things of, experiments on people, I mean, we all know the Nazis were horrible at what they did. But things like I think like Advil or Bayer or something like that's what came from
They
and
did do a lot of that
from
weird
yeah.
shit. Now, there was
They
like
figured out,
scientists,
how long it took for someone to freeze like in cold water or
right?
when you to take them out to cure hypothermia. Like it's
That's
fucked up
wild.
shit they did,
Well,
but
that's what we were just
it's
talking about, Drew. Right? It's one of those things where we're like I said, we're blessed to live in the time we do because
yeah,
everybody else
yeah.
has already went through this.
Yeah.
You
Well, who
know?
knows? Other people might be going through some shit right
Oh,
now.
I'm sure they
that
are.
we don't
No,
know about
I'm
that they're being tested on.
I'm sure they
Can
are.
you imagine?
I'm sure they are. I mean, think about the human trafficking in itself.
Yeah. Oh
That's
God.
happening right now. There's a cargo ship full of fucking unfortunate,
Whoever. Yeah.
probably women and children and whoever else, slaves.
Yeah.
I'm sure they got the whole. It's money.
Yeah.
It's greed. You know what I mean? That's the problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Just to jump into something else, I think that was very productive. By the way, that was a great topic.
Yeah, dude.
Thank you for that, Drew.
All right. Anytime.
Did you see? I don't know if you've seen this. I'm pretty sure you probably have. Another
What's
crazy fucking thing. Helicopter crash yesterday in the Hudson River.
Yes.
Plane crash
Yes.
today in
In
Florida.
a plane crash. Yes. In Florida, South Florida. Yes, I see.
Hear me out. 6 people dead in the Hudson River because of why? Did you hear why?
I did not. I haven't looked in
This is
any
horrible.
to any.
This
of
is
that.
horrible.
Oh no.
They died because the fucking aircraft ran out of fuel.
Now, how's that happen? How you guys do that?
16 minutes.
Who doesn't look?
16 minutes and it ran out of fuel.
My thing is,
hear me out, Drew. And you could ask Megan. I don't know. Maybe she fills the car up at half a tank. I don't know. But sometimes I run my car down to a quarter tank. When I got a quarter tank of gas and I got to drive to work and back or something, for instance, I think to myself, I should probably take the 5 minutes.
Tank.
I should probably take the 5 minutes and go fill at least 10, 15 bucks. You know what I mean? At least just something to put me over, not to have to worry about breaking down on the way there and back. You know what I mean?
I know.
I
hear you, man.
How in the hell?
Yeah. How does that work?
Does that happen in a?
Who is the blame for that? Is it the pilot or is it the people?
Oh, it was a tourist company. So it was they were doing a tour of the Hudson River, I guess. I mean, I don't.
This is where Sully crashed.
But
or no, that was the.
It's just fucked up, man.
Yeah.
It's just fucked up. You lost 6 people. It was a wife, husband, and there was.
I heard
4
some kids.
Or no, 3 kids and then the
like that,
pilot,
3 kids.
obviously. But I mean, 3 kids, dude. They were 4, 6, and 11 or something like that.
I wonder how high they were up.
Well, I think you know what it was. I think they died because I seen the plane go into the river, like the helicopter. It was missing its whole back end. So I don't know what the hell. I don't know how those helicopters work. I don't know if it's one of those things where one, you know how submarines are, how they're all compartmentalized. You got all these different, and you can basically if you get like a flood, you can
shut off one area. Yeah.
So I don't know if it's like that because if it ran out of fuel, how did the back end come off, right? Or did it run out of fuel and they were coming down and they hit something, power line? But basically it was, when I seen it, it was literally just the body of the chopper. And
you know what? I did see that video.
Yeah, and it just went
and then I seen
flying into the thing. So I don't know. It makes you wonder, were those people dead in there? Or did they die on the impact of when that back end got torn off? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because how did the back end come off?
That is weird.
A lot of questions, though, right?
I don't know,
It
dude.
doesn't make any sense to me. And it's ass backwards, and I would never in my life. I did a helicopter tour when I was like a little boy with my grandpa, But I would
Yeah.
never in my life do that shit now. After all these things, no fucking
Really?
shot. No.
I still would. My dumbass. I would.
But like,
I'm gonna tell you, I would. I'm gonna
it would have
lie.
to be something cool. Like, I'm not gonna go. I'm not flying over the Hudson River, bro. Like,
Well, the Hudson,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying,
what I,
Drew?
why the
Like-
fuck I don't need to do. Now, if it's like around like Hawaii, like I seen one of my buddies, they like did a little tour around
Yeah,
Hawaii
maybe
Island.
that.
Like I would, you know, you don't want to go with the sharks.
no, I was.
Jeez.
I'm not fucking with that. You know how I am with that,
Uh,
Drew. I mean, think
yeah,
about
no,
your
I hear
ass. You'd be
Yeah,
fucking,
what?
You'd be a floating cheeseburger out there. That motherfucker
Bro,
smell
I
you
look
from
like
a
that.
mile away.
I look like one of them star kiss, like one of them white tunas.
Yeah, that's
One
what
of
I'm
them
saying.
white tuna
Like, damn,
meat.
Look at that seal over there.
Oh fuck, dude! An orca gets me.
Oh god, that'd be rough. I don't know what would be
Can you
worse, getting eaten by an orca or a fucking shark. Because a shark would at least just kill you quick. Orca would probably play with you.
Orca, yeah, throw you around, throw you up in the air, catch you.
Orca would probably play with you, grab you by
Yes,
the head.
dude. Oh, just yeah.
And
Hoping
they got weird
it off.
teeth. They got weird teeth too. Their
They
teeth
do
are like
little
this.
nubs.
It's like
Little,
they're
like-
that, like
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
like,
They're not
yeah,
sharp.
yeah.
They like
Yeah.
just maul you to death. They're like this, like how our teeth are. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But like,
Besides the canines, yeah.
yeah, except for the canines.
I get, yeah.
Could you imagine if a fucking orca had a mouth like a shark?
Oh, dude, you would be seeing a lot more. Those seal videos that that
Bro,
you
have
see of orcas
but
destroying. It would
you've
be a
seen-
lot
you-
bloodier.
You have seen that the orcas they kill sharks though. Great whites, they eat their livers.
I've heard of that.
Yeah,
I don't
dude,
think I've ever
dude,
like
orcas are
seen a
getting
video.
orcas are getting insanely smart. They are
Hmm.
the apex predator of the ocean. It's official. Like
Yeah.
sharks don't
I
fuck
can-
with orcas because orcas kill them. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one predator that kills the sharks in the ocean, and they kill them just for their liver. They literally what they do is there's usually two of them. You know, they're in pods usually. Well, there's two
Yeah.
of them, and one will like distract the shark, and the other one will come from the side and hit the shark as hard as possible and flip it upside down, which makes it go to sleep. Crazy. I don't understand it.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
right on.
it's real. Look it up.
like fainting goats.
But then they fucking tear into it and they eat its liver because it's the fattiest part of the shark. And then they just let the shark. They don't eat anything else.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say like it does something
Think
like
about
it's
that,
like
Drew.
a dopamine hit or something.
Think about
Yeah.
that. No, it's the fattiest part. It's the most nutritious.
I mean, okay.
So think about that. They're smart enough to know that they can go kill a great white shark and get its liver to get the best nutrients for themselves.
Yeah, but they don't kill us though. They don't kill
Exactly.
humans.
Think about and they actually have been attacking boats. I don't know if you've seen that. They take out rudders.
I've seen a few videos. Yeah, but they're just not.
Crazy.
Yeah,
They do
Yeah.
it for fun.
yeah. Damn, nature, you scary.
You know what
That's
I'm
all I can
saying?
say.
They do it for fun,
Fucking
man.
scary.
But the plane crash that happened in Florida, back on that, I don't really know much about it because it happened today, but I did see it was 3 people dead. I believe it happened on an interstate.
Mm-hmm.
Was it?
Okay.
Was it on an interstate?
I-
I don't.
I think it was by an interstate. Like it was
Okay.
right off. It was like one of those probably those airplane or was it close to a hell or an airport?
I don't know.
I believe.
I have
I
not
don't
looked
know.
into
I don't
that.
know either. I don't know either. I don't know. But have you heard about? So do you know what the North Sentinel Island is? The Sentinelese people.
Heard of it, but
So the uncontact.
Oh,
well,
with the
people
Coke?
tried to contact them.
Yes.
Yes, the Diet Coke. So the American
Why the fuck
YouTuber,
would
of
they do-
course.
Yeah, bro. See, this
It's
is the problem. bro.
YouTube, gotta get some money.
It's views, bro.
Sorry, YouTube.
People do
What's
that
up,
shit for
YouTube?
views. And
Yeah.
another thing I wanted to just real quick, and we can go back to that. You know, I seen a video the other day, and it was like people were giving away money, and I'm thinking to myself, like they were like, "Oh, we'll help homeless people or whatever,"
Oh, okay.
and I'm thinking to
Yeah,
myself,
one of
like,
those.
these people are
they
literally
film it.
doing this for
Yeah.
money. They're giving
Yeah.
away money so they can make money by videotaping it.
Of-
Like,
exactly.
bro. Like that is the most ass backward. You're not doing any good.
Exactly.
You're doing it for your own benefit.
Hey, literally
That
that's what it is.
Not a good deed at all.
Yeah.
It's actually
no,
it's actually like the opposite. Like, yeah, you're helping one person.
It cancels it out.
But you're
It cancels
you're also
out.
yeah, exactly. Like you're demoralizing them at the same time without them even like understanding that. You know what I mean? Because they're like, oh, it's content.
Yeah. Oh, they're just doing this because they have a fucking GoPro on their chest.
Literally, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
That's.
yeah, sure. Somebody
Yeah.
wants to come give me $1,000, I'll take it.
Oh, well, that's different.
But
Yeah,
but you know what I'm
if they're
saying though,
handing out
Drew? It's
that.
like, bro, you guys are doing this shit for views. Like, it's not a selfless good deed at all. Like, you're actually not a good person. You're actually just trying to get clout like everybody else in the world.
Yep.
And you just happen to have money to give away, I guess.
That's what it is, man. These YouTubers.
It's crazy.
The Diet Coke though. He wanted
So I did see that. So what was that about? Did they take it? I'm guessing that.
No, I don't think they know if they took it or not. I'm sure they probably did, and I'm surprised he actually made it there.
They probably threw it all up. Could you imagine?
Well, maybe, or that, or someone probably died because of whatever he brought over. Who knows what?
Because, bro,
you know,
I'm gonna be honest, Drew. Like, I've drank pop in my life, and I don't never drink pop. I never drink pop anymore. But when I have a pop, like, you know, I can't say I never have pop, but like.
I hear you. No, I got you.
Okay, I'll say this. I never have a full pop. I'll take a drink of something here and there, very occasionally, like a Sprite or something, root beer maybe.
That's my go-to. Wow, root beer. I've never heard someone.
Well, that's my dad's, dude. That was what I grew up around was root beer and Diet Coke.
That's the first soda ever made.
But that's very occasional. And when I do, I feel like shit after it.
Yeah.
So I couldn't imagine not my whole life not drinking anything and then
bloated,
cracking a Diet Coke and trying to drink that.
Yeah. A Diet Coke. Like if you're gonna do that, do it
people
to a Coke.
That drink Diet crack me up. They're like, oh, but it's Diet.
It's Diet. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You and the aspartame out of here. Get your aspartame out of here.
Man. Like,
yeah.
Either don't drink it at all or just drink the regular shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, but he got arrested, of course, by the Indian authorities.
Rightfully so. He should have. They should have just gave him to the tribe.
Well, he's lucky he didn't die like the last guy that went there. He tried to do a little missionary preach.
Tried to go in
God
there
and all that.
Part of it,
and took a spear to the fucking heart.
Was it
an arrow to the heart?
I know
it was one of them.
I know he got killed by a projectile.
Yeah, they buried him right there on the fucking beach.
These are. And I don't blame him. I don't fucking blame him one bit. Yeah. I don't. Because you know what? Let him be. It's just
exactly.
Bro, this is the problem with everybody in the fucking world. They always want to be in other people's shit.
Yeah.
Everything
we
runs.
We want to help them out. We want to get them.
But they don't need it. Or who's asking for it?
Yeah, them of all people did not ask for it.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like one of those things where it's like, stop trying to act like you're fucking trying to do something good for the world. When in reality, you're just doing it for views or you're doing it stop the front, you know? There's so many fake ass people nowadays, man. It's just,
there's plenty of other things he could have done than
But I do agree because I have seen a lot of cats that do that. Not sure if you're familiar with, who was it? Oh, shit. One of the rich families. Rothschild, maybe?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Rockefeller, Rothschild.
Rockefeller.
Rockefeller.
Michael Rockefeller, I think his name was. He went and lived with one of those tribes. And he ended up...
Oh, yes, I seen that.
He ended up getting killed by the tribe.
Oh, never mind. I didn't see that.
You'll have to look
that up.
Maybe I'm
thinking of someone else.
You will have to look that up. That's a good fucking video. That's
funny.
Good video. And the Rockefellers, they expended so much fucking money and resources trying to find him. Just to find.
How old was this?
Check this out. This is fucking in the 90s, 80s, 90s.
Okay.
But they thought he went down in the ocean or something. Well, he was actually living with the tribe for some time, and basically what it was they were rich, obviously, but he was trying to buy some of their artifacts or something like that, like statues and shit, and so he was trying to bargain with them and shit. Well, he went there 2 or 3 times, had a good time, bought some shit. Well, I guess the last time he had came back, that's when nobody heard from him again. Well, years and years and years go by. Like I said, they expended all this money and resources trying to find him. Thought he went down in the ocean maybe or something like that. Never found any trace of him. Well, there was a cat that finally got into that tribe, like a white guy, you know what I mean? Like American or whatever. I don't know, maybe British or... But anyways, they were trying to figure out what the fuck happened to this Rockefeller cat, because everybody it was a mystery. Nobody ever found anything about him. Well, come to find out, he talked to one of the chiefs of these tribes, and basically like he got to know him really good. He stayed there for like 2 or 3 years, and the chief actually admitted that they killed him. They actually killed him.
Say why?
I think it was a miscommunication type deal.
Oh, fuck.
And
damn.
they actually ended, because it was like one of those things where he kept coming back and wanting to keep buy shit, and they were like, no, like we're done. You know what I mean? Like, stop trying to bring your money out here and just buy our shit.
Yeah.
And one of the head guys, he was just fed up with it, I guess. You know, just didn't like him. I don't know. You know, could have been anything. Could have been because he was white. Could have been because he was.
Yeah, I was gonna say it could be a rate. Yeah.
It could have been anything. But yeah, he ended up fucking. They said that they ended up. I think and I could be wrong. You have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure they ended up killing him and eating him.
No, see, that was my question. I was going to ask. I was like, did they eat him?
You know what's crazy? They kept his skull.
Right on, as one would do.
That's how they know, though. That's how they know that's what happened. So, fucking insane story. I highly suggest anybody listening to watch it. But Drew, you definitely need to, because I'm surprised you haven't heard of that.
I don't think I've seen some other people like. I've seen videos of this one guy. Oh, he's just like Australian or British or something. I don't know. That he was contacting a tribe for the first time ever. Like they've never seen like a white guy before. And they were like touching his skin and like they weren't like hostile at all.
A lot of them have never seen like white people. That's what's funny. They think they're like we're ghosts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what. Man, I actually seen a. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. Go ahead.
No, I seen something about in Africa. Remember you were talking about albinos and how like they actually, bro. To this day, that shit still happens, dog. They actually have. Oh yeah. They have their own villages. Yeah, it's literally villages of albino people.
I know. Bro. Yes.
Fucking insane.
Dude, it's a problem. No one talks about it. This is a thing that's.
It's insane. I'm like, dude, you guys are literally the same.
Yeah.
Like, well, no, they are though. They literally are. Literally, bro. It's just color. You were just born with a different skin color.
Yeah. We have no pigment. No pigment. That's all it is.
But it's literally like it'd be a black woman, black man, and then they have an albino baby. You are literally a black baby at that point. Like, you know what I mean?
No, you are.
But
they for some reason witchcraft, bro.
You have a skin deficiency. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like at whatever level. I mean, I'm not going to break it down to, scientific or anything, but
there's a lot of groups, albinism, but yeah. Yep.
But I watched a video and, there was a few guys out there who were like, nah, like they're just like us. We don't believe that they have superpowers.
Mm-hmm.
But like you just said, the majority don't think that. And that's the problem. Yeah. It's just crazy, man. That's insane to me. That's actually.
I will never go to
You know what's
Africa.
Crazy? They kill them for their body parts, and then they sell them to like witch doctors and shit.
Yeah.
For like tons of money, dude.
Yeah. I know, man. I know. That's what I'm saying.
No, I mean, I know you've said that before, but it's just like I said, when I listened to the documentary, I'm just like, bro, that's crazy. Yeah. Like that's asinine to think, dude. Honestly.
That and like poor like kids, man, getting kidnapped.
Wonder why fucking Africa's so far behind.
Yeah.
Fucking dude, what kind of ideology is that?
Hey,
you believe in fucking magic still, bro? Like,
magic,
come on now.
Exactly, yeah.
Think about it.
That voodoo.
Like, come on,
voodoo
man.
Magic.
It's just insane that you would anybody would think that. But yeah, I just something I seen. I just sent you the Michael Rockefeller. It's a short. Check it out after, so you can watch the full video, obviously. But that's just that's a quick recap. I'm assuming that's just the one I seen on there.
I got you.
Anything else you wanted to touch on before
I got so I don't know if I was this is just to get my new painting into the photo frame here, but I'll pull that out later. You already seen it, but so in California, a bill is being passed. It's a weird one.
California is a weird place, so.
And yeah, exactly. So it's AB 666 proposes. Yeah, weird. What? Yeah, why the fuck you need that?
You can't do 666, bro. Are you kidding me?
It's basically a book. God damn, I can't even speak because the 666. basically it'll make Bigfoot its state's official cryptid. I don't know what that is.
Oh, a
It's like
cryptid?
basically like
Yeah,
yeah.
I know what a cryptid is. So it's a
It
go ahead.
go
No, I was gonna
ahead.
say essentially what a cryptid is, and this is just what I've heard from stories and things like that. It's basically like a I don't want to say a ghost, but like it's like a paranormal type deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
It's
pretty
like
much what I got from it too.
not real, but not proven not to be real. If that makes sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear. Yeah, I mean that makes sense, especially
so they're
coming from them.
proposing a bill to make Bigfoot a cryptid.
Yeah, so in California, for the state of California, basically to make it a symbol alongside the golden poppy and the California redwood,
Why in the
because it's
fuck
such
is
a
that important?
not important at all.
Oh shit, I
But
got you.
I
Yes, that is awesome.
I love it.
That's awesome.
It's great.
That's a good
It's
one.
funny.
Where'd you get that from? That was actually a
Um,
good one.
I won't
That's a
comment too much
that's a
on where I
thumbnail
got
we
it,
might have to use.
but hey, you go right ahead, man. You go right ahead. But also sadly in New Mexico, they had something. Well, they tried to do something like that. One I didn't know was a thing, but
Terrible name for
I
the bill,
s-
by the way. Terrible name.
yeah, they should have.
Why didn't you just name it
They could have changed
Bigfoot
the number.
fucking 90?
Something, anything.
Why the hell would you name
Anything.
it? What'd you name BA 666 or something?
Yeah,
Sounds like a
yep.
fucking. That
AB,
sounds like a
AB, yeah,
AB, but like
yeah.
BF 69 or
Anyway,
something. Bigfoot 69.
BF 69.
I don't know, man.
You're
Like anything's better than 666.
No, I know.
Like,
I know. Anything's better.
come on,
Anything.
man. Like, bro, like when I have like 666 calories, or I have, for whatever reason that number, like for
change
whatever
it.
I have to, yeah, I did instantly,
Yeah.
instantly. It's weird to me, you know. Like I feel like
No.
I don't know.
Well, yeah. Well, you don't want to be associated with
No, I don't want
fucking
to.
devil. I hear
personally.
you, man.
Like,
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
no,
But
that's interesting.
yeah, New Mexico, they just actually tried to pass a bill to make tortillas their state bread, which I didn't know that was a thing.
That's the most fucking Hispanic thing I think I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, but that obviously it fell flatter than a tortilla.
No pun intended there.
No
Great
pun
one, man. That
intended.
was good.
Yeah,
I instantly heard that, and I looked at you
Yeah.
like, well, really, Drew? You said that?
I'm just saying. And then and Indiana has their symbol as a meth pipe. Yeah.
That makes sense.
No, Indiana's
It's
too
a
worried
me-
about
it's a-
fucking
It's a meth pipe and a gun.
that. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Well, either that or
What's going on?
Indiana's.
Go ahead.
What? What are you gonna say?
No,
What?
Indiana's too what? I want to hear this.
No, I was say they're too worried about fucking putting the billboards, or no, taking down the
That's
billboards
insane.
for
Why are they so
Yeah,
concerned
cannabis.
with that, man?
because they literally said if it's not legal where you are, then why advertise it?
Why
I'm
do you
like,
care if it's advertised?
Why do you care? Yeah, it's make it legal.
Yeah,
Like, it's
stop
so
being hoes.
Yeah,
That's
It's
crazy,
not
bro.
bothering
Because
anyone.
damn near every state has legal weed now, man. I haven't lived in a state that didn't have legal weed in the last 5 years, bro. Damn near.
Yeah.
Like it's
Indiana.
just normal now. Like to me, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy, man. Like that's insane. Let me ask you this: Have you guys taken any trips up to Michigan and Chicago, Illinois?
not yet. No, not lately at least. No. Why?
No, I was just asking because got dispensaries out there. I heard Niles is pretty good. Niles, Michigan.
Niles, yeah.
It's where old Harrison's
All right.
located. So
Is that right on the border? Or
it
where
is.
is that
Yeah,
at?
he said he's like
Yeah.
right down. He said he's like 15 minutes from South Bend, I think. Maybe
Okay, hell
15,
yeah.
30 minutes. I don't know exactly, but less than an hour.
Right on. Right on. Hell yeah, dude. No, I mean I think we are planning on going up to Michigan.
I just know like that's
sometime.
your place. And we could say this because it's legal there. And if you're in Michigan, they can't say shit.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
They got weed everywhere. So
Yeah.
now
They got-
I
they
have
got
heard
weed
I have heard Illinois has better weed.
Really?
You take
I
that
haven't heard that.
how you
I've heard
want.
opposite. I've heard that opposite. I heard that Michigan was where it's at. But hey, I don't know. I'd still probably go to just Michigan anyways because I've never been to Michigan.
Yeah, I hear you. You know what's
So-
crazy? I don't think I ever have either. I've been to a lot of different states, but I don't think I've ever been to Michigan.
I've been to every other surrounding state, and then
Yeah.
some south and
Yeah.
east.
West or no?
But
You really haven't been out
west, the
west too
furthest I
much.
went was Missouri. That's the furthest I
Yeah,
went.
it's about 6 hours away from Indy, so.
Yeah.
I hear you,
That's
though.
that's the furthest I went
Furthest
west.
I went is Arizona, which is pretty fucking west. If you look on that.
That's damn near. That's that's
damn near
pretty
damn near California.
southwest. That's what that is. Yeah.
Oh, you know I stay
Haven't
in the
been
south.
northwest.
You know I stay in the south.
Well, yeah. Oh, well, yeah. I've been and I've been
done with
all
that
the way
north
down
shit.
there. I've been.
I'm done with that cold, bro.
Lord.
I'm serious, man. It was 75
I
today.
hear ya.
It was 75 today, and we were at the store, and Erica was literally had her coat on. She was freezing when we were walking outside.
Oh, really?
Dude, it was windy. It was cold. I was cold, too.
Yeah.
75, dog.
But hey, that's beautiful. That's my perfect temperature is 75.
It did feel good.
Once I see that, I know it's gonna be a good day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So good.
Just wanted to touch on it. I mean, we're already 45 minutes into this episode. Just wanted to touch on this Trump. Now, I know obviously all the shit with tariffs, but I don't know if you've seen this in the midst of everything. He has officially revived the push on officially ending daylight savings time.
I didn't see that.
Now,
No.
I think we can all agree that shit can go.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think
Go
anybody
back
can
to how it
disagree with
was
that.
when we were kids. When we were kids, they didn't have that.
I didn't think they did. I was
They
trying
didn't
to,
know.
I was telling.
Yeah.
I was talking to Erica about that, and I was just like, I didn't think they did either.
I remember going to the bus stop and it was fucking pitch black.
Oh yeah.
It was so dark, bro.
Now
Walking to fucking Woodlark.
See, yeah, that's crazy. But like we were in a neighborhood too, and our bus stop was at the very end, like on 52.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On Vicky Drive, and we all had to walk down there, but it would always be pitch black in the morning.
Yeah. Yep.
Bro, I don't. There's no need
No,
for
you can still
it.
do it.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
It's them trying to control it. That's it. They just want the control, man. You know.
Like the power.
It's power. It's yes.
Yeah, we can control the time. That means we can control you and when you wake up and when you go to work.
They literally do though.
We can do that.
We
are the
do.
time.
Yeah. Think about that. How do you change the time?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Who dictates the time? You know what I mean? Like, come on now.
People can say the same thing about the calendar, but the calendar is different for me, at least.
Well, the calendar
People
was it kind of invented by like the sun and like the
for the most part,
seasons.
yeah.
The seasons.
Well, it was
and like how the sun rotates.
I believe the church technically created it. Like I think the Catholic Church created it, but that's what they were going with. That's what they were basing off of. Yeah, the stars,
Yeah, I know that
the sun.
It was something in correlation to outer space. Like I'll just say that.
Yeah, which it makes sense. Which that's completely makes sense.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
I'm all for it.
How else do you get a read on it, right?
Yeah.
It's just like saying,
I don't.
like anybody could come. Like let's just say hypothetically, if somebody said, and this would never happen, but like hypothetically they said, okay, nighttime's now daytime and daytime's now nighttime.
Yeah. No, I hear
Everybody
you.
goes to work at night and everybody sleeps during the day. Like,
Yep.
if we were raised like that, that's all we would know. You know.
I heard a fact back in the day, actually, so in the Middle Ages, that it was normal, and this kind of makes sense why we kind of do it sometimes too. Not we, but humans now. So they had like two different sleeps during the night. So they fell asleep when it got dark because they didn't have electricity and they had candles, but it's not enough. So they just went ahead and just fell asleep.
Right.
They can't do any work.
Yeah, 8 p.m.
So they fall asleep, and then
out.
they woke back up, like maybe 1 a.m.
The midnight hour.
Did some reading, maybe cooked a little bit,
When they
did a
had
little,
moonlight?
chores.
You know what
Yeah,
you mean?
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
Yes,
I mean, it makes sense. Think about it, Drew.
That's pretty much, yeah. And they wake up, and then they go back to sleep again. And that was a normal thing that they
that's
did.
a productive human being.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
I've
that
been
is.
thinking about that. I'm like, man, that doesn't sound bad. But me, once I'm awake, I can't go back to sleep.
I hear you. That's my problem too, dude. I get up at like 5, dude, and I'm just like, my eyes are just like this.
Yeah.
I just can't go
there
back to
is no
sleep,
going
dude.
back.
It's so fucking
Nope.
hard. I'll lay there, dude. I'll close my eyes for an hour.
Tossing and turning and
And you just
exactly.
can't. You just can't. And after a while, just laying there with your eyes closed, dude, it's just like I gotta get up. I gotta do something. Like this shit's killing me, you know. Trying to find a cool spot on the bed so you're not burning up.
Yeah, hey, dude, I keep it cold so I don't have to worry about that.
Flip the pillow around and shit.
Yep.
Now, did you see the tariff war though? Now, he did pause for 90 days. Mm-hmm. And dude, this is all a tactic. Everybody's getting out of line. Everybody's going crazy about this. He did it for this reason, man. Now,
he knows what he's doing. Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Literally lining up to make deals with the United States right now. Like I said, minus the war, if you want to the tariff war on China.
Yeah.
But they just increased our tariffs.
I seen that
to 125, but theirs is at 145
for them.
But I think that Trump's just gonna keep raising it. So it's just like inevitably, eventually they're gonna have to fucking stop. I mean,
well, that's my opinion. I think it's just gonna inch up a little more and more, and then they're finally gonna come together and then make a negotiate. Yeah, they're gonna negotiate to. Yeah, it'll bring it back. It'll bring it down, but I think we'll end up in the better spot. Obviously,
we got to. But, we have to. I mean, at the end of the day, that was his whole reason behind all this. You know what I mean? It's gonna hurt it's gonna hurt for a short amount of time, but it's gonna pay off in the long run. And I'm hoping that does. I'm hoping it does. You know, I mean,
me too.
All we can do is wait and see. It's better than honestly. It's better than what Biden did, which was nothing.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Listen, I hope that every president would at least try good. You know, I hope. You know, Republican, Democrat, Independent. I don't care who you. I hope you do good, but some people don't.
They have to make it better for the working class people. At the end of the day, I fuck with Trump. You know, I fuck with Trump, Drew. But at the end of the day, I don't care who the fuck it is. They have to make it better for the working class people. And if Trump doesn't do that, then he's a shitty president. You know, like I'm not going to sit here and say he's not. But I think he's taking the right steps because Joe Biden didn't do a damn thing for anybody. He just made it worse for everybody except how the fuck are there 25,000 people that are over 115 years old still getting Social Security checks that we pay for? We pay for, Drew. 115, there's 25,000 people over the age of 115. Even the oldest person recorded right now is 114. You know what it is? It's all the undocumented illegal aliens. They were actually claiming these people's Social Security benefits. I don't know if you've seen that or not, but
yeah, I've heard. Yeah,
something Elon uncovered.
Yeah, I heard they plan on saving by 2026 fiscal year.
Yeah, I've seen that.
$15 billion.
It needs to come back to us, man. At some level, it needs to come back to us because we've had to pay these bullshit taxes. We've had to pay all this bullshit. We've had to put up with it. It needs to be a return to the American people at some level. You know, at some level.
Did you see though when the stock market went down a little bit though?
Yeah, we bought.
And then it fucking spiked up he suspended when he
we bought when it was low.
Suspended, dude. Yeah,
literally within 8 minutes. Like Erica's alone, like we bought some and it went up like hers went from like I don't want to say exact numbers, but like 320 to like 350 in like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Yep.
Quick.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And now it's back down. It's back down a little bit, but it's evening out. And
it's gonna even.
Yeah. Like we bought it. Like it went like say like it went down here, and then it went like up here. We bought it like here.
Yeah.
Not at the very bottom, but like when it was before it climbed.
I hear you.
It was just insane to see it. Like literally, I looked at it. I don't really look at we don't really look at our stocks, but I looked at my stocks because we had just bought it, obviously. So I looked at my stocks, and then literally I didn't check it. I checked it 15 minutes later. It was up, money because it was up dollars because fucking, I don't even know. It just jumped, It just jumped. Like it went up like $20 essentially. You know what I mean? Like in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Depending on how much you have in it.
It's part of the plan, man.
Depending on how much you have in it. If you got thousands in it, you probably made thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? We have hundreds, so we not. You know what I mean? But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you
All
what,
part of the plan.
I'll tell you what, man. That's been a safe bet to keep. We just keep a few $100s on the Bitcoin, dude. That's a safe bet, man.
Yeah.
Especially if you can get it low. You know.
Look at it. That's fair.
Don't look at it. Throw it away.
That's fair, man.
How many times you buy food, you know, at Myers or something for $10-15 and you're just like, end up throwing, you know, whatever though. You know what I mean, Drew?
Whoa, easy, buddy.
There are for sure things.
I don't throw away food.
Coffee?
We don't throw away food in the Dunn household. Well, Megan does. I don't.
Not bad.
Let's eat.
She made some coffee.
Okay, right on.
Don't drink too much of it though. You're gonna be up all night, girl.
See, I don't see how you guys be drinking coffee and energy drinks at night.
I actually stopped.
Okay. I did it that one time. I was up to like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. I'm like, dude, I don't.
But we always drank Red Bull for the flavor, bro. Like, I never really felt the energy drinks like that.
You're the only well, see, this is the only thing that helps me out with the energy drinks. It just kind of makes me more a little focused. When I get to work, I drink a little bit. It just makes me just more. But yes, for the taste, I love the taste.
I love the taste, dude.
A lot of people don't like it.
The taste of Red Bull, to me, is it's like sex. It's amazing.
Yeah, I hear you. Know what I mean? No, I hear you.
Because, dude, especially, hear me out. The best time to drink a Red Bull, bro, you put it on some ice, you light up a blunt, hit the blunt, that first exhale, take a hit of Red Bull. Fucking amazing.
Oh, I'm gonna do that.
It's the best taste, dude. It's the best taste, dude. Eric and I both love it. And it's funny because, like, I was talking to Blano the other day, and he was like, "Oh, you know, so you're done smoking, blah 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 blah." I said, "Bro,
easy. Wait a minute.
Don't get this mistaken.
Wait a minute.
We're done smoking for now. I will be smoking weed again. Yes.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not. That's what I told Eric. I was like, I'm not turning a new leaf. I was like, I'm just trying to count my macros.
No, yeah,
that's it.
Well,
I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to be a different person. I'm always going to be me. Yeah. And I'm going to smoke a blunt when Erica can again. But I'm not going to until she can again.
And that's good of you. That's good.
That's
good.
If
I was actually just talking.
If by some. The only time I would smoke a blunt, and she's even said that, is if I was with you.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I appreciate it. Right on. Yep.
I mean, truly, you know what I mean? It's like whatever, you know. But I don't have anything against it. Shit, weed's great. I think that the people who have shit against it need to smoke a blunt because then they can realize, hey, this actually does relax me after a long fucking day at work.
See, and I had an assistant store director at the store. I heard him talking to another manager. He's like, man, I just don't understand why people smoke. They can't wait. One, smoking at work. They're like, I just don't understand. Well, which I get too.
Yeah, I mean,
but
like you talking about weed,
people hit their pins and stuff. Yeah, well, weed. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
people hit their pins and stuff.
If you're at work, you shouldn't be doing that. I mean, it is what it is. I've done it.
Well, you shouldn't be doing it. But he's saying more. He's like, I just don't understand that you guys just can't wait 8 hours. I'm like, listen, some people just can't, you know. Exactly. I was like, you want them to be angry, or do you want them?
Hear me out. That is not the way to live, though, Drew, because that is not a sustainable. Well, no. That's not a sustainable thing. You got. I look at this is just my mentality. I look at shit. Is it sustainable? I used to take my pen to work when I worked in Oklahoma, and it just wasn't sustainable. It's not sustainable because when I'm working, bro, I forget shit. I forget like. If my boss tells me, hey, I need you to do this, and that's fine if you have one task, but what if you have 5?
See, and this is where I think it's different where it comes to other people.
But you're going to be lazier, man. You're going to be a little bit lazier.
For some people. For some people.
Show me somebody who's gonna work harder than somebody while you're baked, while you're high. You're going to work harder than most people, you think.
In receiving? Yes, dude. I'm telling you.
Who are you working with, though? You're not working with people like
there you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's different. Well, of course.
So it's like,
but I'm saying that what I'm working with.
Yeah, well, they're probably all fucking.
I look like a superstar.
Yeah, but
surprisingly, they're not.
Well, then they're probably lazy as shit.
They're just no, it's fucking laziness is what it is.
The problem. And
then you have the pothead.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. And like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with smoking weed. And if somebody can smoke weed and they can function, cool. Who gives a shit? Let them do it if they want to, as long as they can function. But if they can't function, they shouldn't do it.
Of course. That's with everything.
But like for me, like
porn.
Well, yeah. Jesus. That's Jesus. That's a whole nother subject, right?
Yeah.
But like some people like Like I know you said like Megan sometimes she like if she smokes too much she might get a little freaked out or something, right? So like it wouldn't be like her best bet to go to work high probably, right? Like or to smoke at work because she might get a little too high or something. You've smoked weed for 15 years, you know what I mean? So it's a little different for you. Same for me. Like bro, like
and I'm not.
We were smoking. We were smoking 4 blunts a day.
Fucking.
You know what
exactly.
I mean? So
I'm not fucking going crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I go on my lunch break, do a little joint, and then
exactly. And
that's it.
And I guarantee you, if you smoked a blunt compared to a joint, you'd be so
Oh,
much
dude.
higher. And
yes.
even if you ripped it right where a joint ends, you'd be higher from the tobacco. The tobacco would get you higher.
No, I won't do that.
That's why I always like smoking blunts because you get higher than joints. Because joints are more pure for sure. You get better hits. But like the blunt, bro, it's something about the tobacco that gets you even higher. It like elevates your high.
It does. No, you're right. No, you're right. It does.
Yeah, it really does.
It does.
And I'm sure you probably noticed it. Like when we come into town and like we smoke a blunt together, you're probably like a little higher than.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, trust me.
We get baked when we come into town.
I can't wait, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Shit, Erica, we'll have the baby by then when we come into town.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Yep. Yeah, man. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time.
Yep. I think this was a good episode, man. I mean, we're rounding 10 o'clock. We're at an hour in, with really no time to cut off. I mean, I think I started at like 1 minute in, and we're at 58 minutes. So, 57-minute podcast.
Sweet.
You got anything else you wanted to touch on, Drew, before we jump?
That's it, brother. That's it, man. That's it.
Cool, man. Well, I think we'll wrap it up here then.
All right, man.
Cool.
All right.
Appreciate everybody tuning in.
All right. See you guys.
This has been another episode of the Palace Podcast. I'm your host, Bilks. Thank you for tuning in.
And it's been fun. I've been Drew. Thank you for listening to the Palace Podcast. Like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends.